What is going on, guys? We are back for another RTU video. We're catching up on what he's been up to, and good lord, he's been up to a lot. We had several meltdown streams, so in the interest of fairness, I don't want this to be a 4-hour video, so we're gonna condense it down and talk about the 3 streams in one, and then there's another stream where he quote-unquote drops a nuke, which we will talk about after. If you do want to catch up on what RTU was doing before this video, there is a playlist on the channel, covers it from the beginning of the year up to now. So last time we saw RTU, he deleted his channel, he deleted Twitter, he said he doesn't want that channel anymore, it's garbage, he's not proud of it. Now one thing you'll notice is his story changes why he deleted his YouTube. But we start off on Instagram. So remember that video in the last one where he pretended to off himself and made a joke about it? Well, guess what? People are not taking that very lightly, and we have this interaction on Instagram. We have Jared. Dude, WTF? I just lost an online friend this way. What kind of psychopath jokes about suicide like this? RTU. So have I. Life is dark. Grow a set. Jared. Damn, dude, what happened to you to turn into a complete tool? I lost my daughter around the same time you were talking about taking time to take care of yours. I tweeted out with compassion for you, and despite all the public displays you've had recently, I hoped you'd recover and get back to being the Rich from years ago. I guess you'd rather shit on your fans and then complain about everyone attacking you. Woe is Rich. Good luck, brother. Hope you do find success again, but I won't be watching. RTU, no, I just don't give a fuck. Try not to be sensitive and learn not to be a pussy. Have a great day and go fuck yourself. Remember, this is a guy who just said he lost his daughter and was trying to show compassion to him. And RTU said, fuck you, don't be a pussy. Then we have another person, says the guy who ran from the quarter-in. Yeah, he was supposed to box the quarter-in, and then all of a sudden, guys, I can't do it. I gotta go, guys. Then remember how he deleted his entire channel with all his videos on YouTube for REVIEWTECHUSA? Well, guess what, guys? It's still, most of it, on Rumble. Funny how you delete the YouTube channel with all your videos because you didn't like it. You're getting rid of it because you don't want to be thinking about the past. But you still have it up on different platforms. Funny how that is, isn't it, Rich? Then we have Renton Liar, who shows off the picture of the guy from World of Warcraft in the South Park episode, and Rich with the same posture. And Mean Bastard, if Rich was trying to do this on purpose, he could never have done it more perfectly. Then LOLCOW Live had on what they called the mistress of RTU, where they said they were going to air out all the dirty laundry of RTU. And then, right on cue, RTU starts up a family-friendly stream, which, as you will see, is not very friendly to families. Then, of course, Boogie had a message to RTU about tonight and LOLCOW Live.
Videos going out to Review Tech USA tonight. LOLCOW's going live, and we're gonna bury you harder than a man unboxing. I wanted to show you something, Rich. I'm out here selling games, making stacks, Rich. Look how much money I'm making, Rich. They may as well call you broke, cause you ain't making shit. And after tonight, we're gonna make sure you never make another dime, Rich. You're getting buried on tonight's show, Rich.
If you're wondering, he sets the tone for his entire meltdown stream as soon as he gets on camera and starts talking.
Hi everyone, Becky Boop is an opportunistic bitch who used to whore herself out on Craigslist to old men to make money. I'm not kidding. What the fuck is going on with my soundboard, dude? It's fucked.
Then RTU, again, making excuses for his YouTube channel being deleted. We have Droopside Face. RTU mentioned how his clips editor didn't make S-tier clips, and that the clips she made didn't help his channel. Their clips editor, not a miracle worker. They can't get 60 seconds of gold out of 4 hours of shit. And speaking of his YouTube channel, he now says the reason he deleted it is because it wasn't making money. He wasn't even able to pay his editor. That sounds really familiar, isn't it? Now my question is, if the only thing the editor had to do was make clips of your live streams, why couldn't you do that, Rich? Then you wouldn't have to pay an editor. But what do I know? I'm not a big brain with business degree.
That channel made, when I wasn't uploading, $600 per month with a clips editor. I was actually in the red. That wasn't passive income. I was actually $400 in the red. The revenue I was making on that channel wasn't even paying for the clips editor. So I heard people saying that I was ungrateful for the passive income. One, it wasn't passive. Two, I was in the red on that channel. That's another reason.
Suck cock.
And then RTU had a message for other creators, making a threat if they make videos on him. We have Dark Sea to Flow. Review Tech USA eggs on other content creators and tells them what he will do if they run their mouth about him.
I'm just going to make everyone running their mouth about me feel very awkward. So here is the thing. Every time a content creator, not trolls, who gives a fuck about trolls? Anytime a content creator goes out of their way to open their mouth about me, I don't care if I'm skydiving. I will make sure I land, and the first thing I will do is get my phone and be like, all right, you have to come forward. Yeah, I'm sure they do, man. I'm sure they do. But here I am. I could be getting married. I could be doing whatever, which will never happen. But I could be getting married. Don't worry, though. This is just I will stop what I'm doing and discuss this and be like, come forward. Come forward. I will give the trolls what they want, and I will make money in the process doing it. That's what I'm here for.
Then proceeds to talk about his family issues online. Those of you that watch Rich...
Now this is one of the biggest bombshells and most pathetic things I've ever seen. First, we have Dark Sea to Flow, where he quotes RTU and says, I get pussy, and then applause button.
And the thing is, too, I hate even saying this, I get pussy. I just...
Then you ready for the bombshell, guys? Apparently, despite talking to this girl for 10 years, hanging out with her, even at one point, wanted her to move in with him and be around her kids and her ex and her parents, he never sealed the deal. That is right. He never had sex with her for over 10 years.
Tab A goes in the
Make it all the way to home.
Yeah.
So, even though we've been seeing each other for a decade, we have not had sex yet.
What?
What? You can't seal the deal after 10 fucking years! Fucking what?
Oh my god, Rich!
And you know it's bad when Boogie is laughing at you. And there's gonna be another person who laughs at Rich, and it absolutely blows my mind that that person got a W on RTU, because that person never gets a W. Just wait till you see who it is. And then RTU picks up his phone and decides it's a good idea to call his ex live on stream, which obviously she's been gaslit, and coach, you'll see that later on in the video, to agree with him, to debunk the trolls, dude.
This is my kid's mom.
Hello?
Hi, Lauren. How are you? You're on my live stream right now. I got a quick question for you. Remember Becky Boop?
Yes.
Yeah. Was I with her back in 2016 while I was still living under the same roof as you?
No.
Yeah. She's saying that we were dating since 2016.
No. When did we met her in 2016?
Yeah. Apparently we were dating. Also, too, I told you this back in the day. Isn't it true that she used to be a prostitute on Craigslist?
Yeah. Well, yes. Well, yeah. She was
Why are you welling?
paid to get. I guess she got paid to have sex with people. Is what she had said.
Thank you. Go back to sleep. I'll be getting the kids tomorrow. Have a good evening.
Then RT went to the detail about what he alleged was Becky Boop's Craigslist ad and what she did for money with old men.
And this is her words. God strike me dead if I swear on I hate doing this, but I swear on my kids. She said that it turned her on that guys would want to give her money. It was like a kink for her. oh, Rich, that's not progressive. But that's the reality as to why. Look, it was wrong. I like had her, and Lauren was like, because she knew that, she's like, I don't know if I want her around the kids. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah. And yeah, it was a last minute thing. But you know what? I was like, yeah, that was in her past. She's a different person. I thank God, but Lauren was right. I gotta give her credit where credit's due. Sorry, kids come first. It was still wrong, though. I should have not. It was like a last-minute thing, and I was like, no, this is insane. Could you imagine she moved in here? Could you imagine? It was still wrong, and I genuinely apologized to her because it was fucking stupid what I did.
So RTU would go on to a total of 3 phone calls he made to Lauren. One was the one we saw. Second one was to ask if they were ever married. And third one was to ask about the Craigslist. And in the video, RTU said, remember when I told you about the Craigslist ad? Funny, it's almost like he's gaslighting her. Then we have this from Dick Stroke and Phil Vlogs. Video of Review Tech jacking it in his studio apparently going around. He claimed he never recorded that. Then he claimed he sent it to his children's mom. Then he claimed someone hacked his phone and got access to it. And then LOLCOW Live had a second mistress. And apparently she claims she has multiple videos of Rich jerking it in his studio with his small peepee. We also found out that Rich's mistress said that Rich has a humiliation kink and he's submissive. So remember earlier when he said, oh, I deleted it because the channel was not making any money. Well, guess what, guys? We have a new excuse. Rich says he deleted his YouTube channel because people that he was working with outside of here checked his YouTube comments.
It wasn't a stupid decision. That channel, you know what, there was a few straws that broke the camel's back with that. People that I was working with outside of here were like, hey, I checked out your YouTube comments and they were something. I'm like, oh God.
Then RTU claimed that Becky Boop was mad at him and wanted to get payback on him because he deleted the YouTube channel, which apparently was her meal ticket, and that's why she's speaking out against him. RTU then decided to go on an unhinged rant against Becky, where you can see this man has lost his mind. He needs to stop on the internet, just stand back, get some fresh air, get off the internet for a while. You need help, Rich.
I have no... You are a childless cunt. And I'll say that to you because I don't have respect for you. Other women have careers, have lives, and that's why they choose not to have children. You lay around your house all day looking for ways to grift, and you fucking sold your ass and are selling pictures to a former troll of mine to make a living. You're not the same. You're not a woman. You're a whore. There's prostitutes, and then there's a whore. You're a fucking whore.
Christ.
Weird.
Oh, is that the one you told me about the other night when we caught up after all this stuff?
Yeah, that was like 2014 or 2016.
2014, I didn't even know that you were Becky Boop on YouTube. It was 2016. And then I realized, hey, were you on a dating app called Plenty of Fish? Yes, that was it. And then you're like, hey, man, I see this whole review. And she made a video like exonerating me, which I heard she takes back here, of Review Hell USA. And I was like, hey, Becky, I'm going with my fiance, who was pregnant at the time, down to the convention. And you came down there. What was awkward about it? Were you the only female there? What was awkward? You were a YouTuber and went to a convention. Explain what the awkwardness is, except that you're making up a lie that I brought you there for romantic reasons when that was 0% fucking true. Oh my God, you are vile. You are vile. Thank God you didn't reproduce. And I say it because I know it gets under your skin, you bitch. No, I'm not calling. I'm not playing any fucking. I don't even want to do this. But there's no. Oh.
It was a video game con, I think is what it was called. A video game, whatever.
Tipster, what do you think about Rich now calling Becky Boop, now that she's told her story of her involvement with Rich? He's calling her a hooker, a prostitute.
It's true. Prove me wrong. It's true. It's absolutely true.
I think that's like way fucking out of line. Like I said, I've gone like back with Becky Boop for like a really long time. We've known each other for like years at this point, and I think it's really out of pocket to say shit like that about her because.
But it's facts. You don't know it's facts. You just simp for her because you see tits. And oh my God, girl, breasts. You don't know anything about her. You don't know what she's told me and not told me on multiple times. Then she called me Saturday. You wouldn't bring up my history. Now that I know you're going to be a vile bitch like this, hell yeah, I brought it up. And I already had hints that you were going to do it back then. But I'm like, she's really going to go nuclear? Okay, go nuclear. To the point you're making up lies.
Imagine how low you have to be that Tipster dunks on you. Imagine Boogie and Tipster, two of the lowest forms of human scum on the internet, dunk on you. That is absolutely sad. But you know what's even more pathetic and sad than that? Apparently, it was revealed there was view button on the ReviewTechUSA channel. And not only that, he got multiple warnings from YouTube about invalid clicks. Almost like DSP. And now says he deleted his channel because he got too many warnings and feared he was going to get demonetized. Which means he would not be able to monetize his RTU streams. Funny how that story keeps changing, Rich. And we have Darcy to Flow. So Rich was buying clicks for his main channel, got caught by YouTube, then tried to play it straight for a few months, but could only get 5k views per video. Was this guy's entire channel a fucking sham? Now keep in mind too, when his Netflix style documentary came out, he said he paid for it to be promoted. Could that possibly be an instance where he viewbotted himself to try to trick the algorithm and he got caught for that? So Darcy shows off a screenshot of a conversation between Tipster and RTU, explaining why Rich deleted his channel. A few minutes later in the stream, Rich would go on to ever deny viewbotting. This is the type of compulsive liar we're dealing with. And this right here is RTU saying there is many warnings from YouTube about invalid clicks, and he worried that his channel would get demonetized and he would lose all money as well from RTU streams. So then RTU, you can tell he has a habit of grabbing stuff and playing with stuff when he gets nervous, when he gets angry. And here, RTU grabs a game controller to self-soothe while Tipster roasts him on stream.
Why not just hide the channel instead of like privating it? Because the thing is like, or instead of deleting it.
Because I said this before too. It was a part of my past. I was never going to go back to it, and I wanted to move on from it. And but
at least like if you hide it, right? Like let's say later down the line for some reason you just like, you know what, I want to bring the channel back. Like then you can bring it back. No, but like
I already talked to Tommy C about this. We agreed. Once your channel's dead, it's dead. Tommy C said the same thing. So stop it. That's not how it works, dude. What is it?
So you're just what you're saying is you're not willing to put in the effort to try and like rebuild your channel.
I'm putting my effort into other things that you don't have to worry
because
about.
because I don't know, maybe I'm.
And of course, what happens when Tipster leaves? RTU starts the anger, the rage towards Tipster.
I'm in a bunch of girls' DMs doing what? Am I? I'm in a bunch of girls' DMs? Am I really? I do. I talk to like Destiny Fuma. Go ask him what I say. I don't say anything about sex at all. I don't even flirt. Just the tip. That's what you do. I don't do any of that. I have conversations. I don't act like a simping fucking weirdo. Did you suck a fart out of Keppel's ass yet, you triple fat fuck? I may be fat, but you could see my chin. You fucking cock.
It's just like it's ridiculous. It's not only not true, but it's just like it's clear to me that he's throwing anything at the wall to see what sticks just because he's mad at her now.
No, that's not it, Tipster. You don't know me, you fucking simping stupid fuck. Like, the fact that Tipster is going to come in on here and be the credibility police, another one too. Go flirt with more women while your wife is in the background, you freak.
You know what I mean? So he's just trying to see what he can do or say to try and hurt her,
Well,
which is just...
It's just him white knighting for another woman. How do you know this, tipster? How do you know? I'd love to have him on. Have him come on. We're going to finish this. I'll go out with a bang. Come on, tipster. You want to go? I'm very comfortable with what I'm saying because I know it's true. You're just simping for someone because you're going on vibes, which you always do, because you're also a fucking retard. Let's continue.
It's really fucking pathetic.
He preemptively told her that if she did this show, this is before she came on, like minutes before, maybe, how long was it before? Maybe an hour?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I 100% did because we talked for hours yesterday about absolutely horrible it was that she was going to, that we would go on. I knew she was coming on. Remember I said, I'm like, she's absolutely going on. She's trying to sell me on it and see if she could get me to go on it too. No, thank you. She's going to do it anyway. Oh, wow. Surprise. Here she is. Weird. It's almost like she's a soulless clout-chasing bitch that will do anything for clout.
And Tipster wasn't the only person he attacked. He also attacked Minxie. She called him out for being creepy to women, and then also about the picture of his daughter all over Facebook. And we have Dumpy Koala. Review Tech USA currently go off on Minxie 1, claiming she is dry as cardboard, and he's more relevant than her.
Know what I did, so let's see. Yeah, we're gonna watch all the responses. If everyone's making a dime off of me, they're gonna pay it forward whether they want to or not, and I'm gonna make a dime off of them. Review Dimes and Nickels USA. I'll give you birds this time. I'm done with the applause. Can Rich not hit the applause till 7:30? Let's see. Let's do a poll. No. God, no. That is unbearable, dude. If that was anybody, if that was any streamer, I would have been like, you have that slow fucking voice.
You guys want to get all of your shenanigans out now? I'm going to turn the alerts off. And the
Guys, if you want to get your shenanigans out now, I'm about to slander somebody with... You would have thought we were in like a 3-year relationship, man, and I fucking abused her. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Very excited that we're here. Hope you get some views from this, Minxie. Let's go.
The alerts will be off before we go into the documentary. But what I have structured for you guys today is a timeline. So what we're going to go over today...
Oh, she was doing the documentary is I Need Sympathy Clout Chase. I've seen this before. I didn't hear this part. Good job, Minxie.
Is my experience, my personal experience with Rich Review Tech USA. And
That's why she did this video.
We are ripping the Band-Aid off, and I'm going to talk about everything. And I apologize if I get emotional. I apologize.
I didn't see her say that either. I apologize if I get emotional. How many times did I stream with her? Like 3 or 4? What are you gonna say when I did the passive aggressive shit when you had the, and this is what I talk with the dick sucking fucking podcast where he had Jay on him, just basically let him say whatever the fuck he wanted to, that he was on call like a nurse 24/7, and when I asked him about it on stream, he was like, yeah, well, there was this one time at band camp. What are you on? When did I ever wake you up in the middle of the night to make a video? Stop it. You make it like you were an on-call nurse who had to wipe the shit from my ass at 3 a.m. from Canada somehow. Get real.
Guys, if I start shaking,
If I start shaking. I almost thought, when I first heard some of this, I didn't hear the part where she said I'm gonna get emotional. I was just like, no. She can't. This is real? It is real. This isn't parody. This is not parody.
apologize if I get angry. It's going to...
Isn't that thumbnail sexy? I don't know who made that. I think it was Natsu that made that? Or was it Jostler? Someone, birds.
the moment that I talk about the last 2.5 years, right?
2.5, dude. All of these, like.
So the TTS will be off while I do this. Listen, guys, if we get to cake celebrations, I'll put that up on the screen when we get to the documentary. But in regards to the timeline, everything that I have to say,
you need to fucking never stream again. You are unbearably boring. This is why you do shit like this. I don't care if I took down a 1 million sub channel. I'm still more entertaining than you could ever. You, Jay, fucking Becky Horboop, all combined are like watching cardboard fucking dry.
One thing I pick up watching RTU as well, if you notice, the most anger that comes out of him is when he's ranting about women. Go back and look at all of his angry rants. Every single top-notch meltdown usually involved a woman. Shout out to Kinda Sav. Then it was revealed from Camelot himself that RTU was DMing his female mods and simping for them. Then we have Rent and Liar. Rich is a fucking psychopath. He called her at least 20 times. So as soon as he knew she was going on a LOLCOW live, look at all the calls he made towards her and look at the times too. So look at the time in between calls that happened here. So he got 11 calls from RTU trying to get a hold of her. And then another target from RTU was Boogie. And he goes on to respond to Boogie calling RTU a bad dad and how he needs to lay down the weed, go be a parent, go spend time with your kids, don't have your parents do it, you do it yourself. And in return, RTU explodes at him.
He's going with it again. You're fucking lying again. You're gonna go with that? Where you said I was laying in bed stoned and my mom was taking care of the kids? What if that? She almost died. Didn't talk about that. The doctor was surprised she was still alive. But at that point, she had a very bad infection. They didn't know it was going. He's going with it again. You're fucking lying again. You're gonna go with that? Where you said I was laying in bed stoned and my mom was taking care of the kids? What if that? She almost died. Didn't talk about that. The doctor was surprised she was still alive. But at that point, she had a very bad infection. They didn't know what was going on. And she couldn't even move. And you were at that point, you slob piece of shit, saying that she was taking care of the kids. Fuck you, Boogie. Fuck you, Steven. And you're going to sit here and pontificate to me, especially after what you did with the whole cancer stint, excuse me? You're going to dare come at me? God, I wish your wife didn't sign that NDA, but she probably got 6 figures out of you, so I kind of don't blame her. She's like, I get money and I get the fuck away from this psychopath.
All he had to do was just make it go away, just apologizing and saying, oops, fuck. He made it worse, and he's continued to make it worse by bringing.
Because there's nothing to. I'm not going to apologize for a lie. I'm not going to apologize because you were putting out purposeful misinformation based on nothing, saying that my mom was taking care of my fucking kids while I was laying in bed. You're really. What am I apologizing to you for? But to see the same thing persist, and you have a video on LOLCOW Live saying ReviewTech USA is a bad father? When I have 3 kids? Do you know how awful that is? Because it ain't just about me. You bring my kids into it. And then I have that piece of shit little fucking other gnome, 8-Bit Eric, tell me I should take care of my daughter? What the fuck is wrong with you? You just want relevancy so bad. Go put on your pink thong with your gut hanging out and look like a fucking retard. Tired of it, man.
Even if everything he's saying is true right now, this ain't how you do it.
Yeah.
Rich.
I'm going to end it.
So, here's the thing. I'm going to ignore it again. I ignored it. It still didn't go away. And it wasn't just trolls. When it was the trolls, I was a fucking idiot. I really was. It's like these randos that I was given, but this is, you're on a show that thousands of people watch, and it was still ignoring it, and you kept going with it because you're all fucking idiots that are more concerned about your egos than anything else. You have no ethics whatsoever. You have none. You will do whatever he says, Boogie, because you're a cuck with psychological issues, and you also need this show probably more than anyone there. I can't get Boogie's ex-wife on. I'm almost positive now that she signed an NDA. Which is why I'd probably know the reason why he could be super comfortable with doing all this. What does his shirt that say? White dudes for Harris? Wings looks like he's about to fall back to sleep.
Here, otherwise we'll be live for like 10 hours. We've already done 3 hours today, so I'm going to end it right here. Guys, trust me, there's way more Review Tech USA stuff to come. This is just...
He'll dig a hole. Dig a hole. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, this is just the beginning. Final words, boys. Go ahead.
It's just good to see, Keem, that you are what they say you are, brother. If you have to be.
If I have to be, yeah.
What does that mean? That was a weighted statement. That was a weighted statement. Hey, Boogie, you going to apologize to me for making up lies?
You made an excellent show today, and I'm envy of your hosting skills. And Kelly is the most beautiful woman in the world.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Okay. So, look, I mean, there you have it. Review Tech USA, the mistress, the alleged mistress, because now it's kind of up in the air or whatever. But, I think I'm going to lean towards believing Betty Boop.
Of course you are, because it's against me. And I assure you, she even said that, well, I'll lie about you. But again, I can't show anything. Can't show anything. And everyone's just going to believe her because breasts.
I'm going to believe Betty Boop and her story. She showed her phone where Rich called her so many times on Facebook, panicking that she was about to come on and do.
No, I was angry. There was no panic. I was pissed. Because she knew, no matter what I say right now, but since no matter what I say, I might as well, before I go on my hiatus, go out with a bang.
Rich then had a great idea. He's gonna call up Becky Boop after they show that he harassed her and explain to him, why are you doing this to me? Darcy to Flo. Rich is now calling the mistress. She picked up and first thing she says, really? Why are you calling me? He's arguing with her over semantics about whether they were dating at a certain point. She gave him some final advice that live streaming this isn't a good idea. We were in a hell loop at this point, and it was LOLCOW Live reacting to RTU reacting to LOLCOW Live. And they got to the point where RTU was claiming that she was a whore on Craigslist, and then she responded with this.
And not to mention that of the two of us, he's the one who strips for money. He takes off his shirt and goes topless for donos.
But then there was another bombshell. Becky Boop reveals that Keemstar is in trouble. And why is he in trouble? Because Rich plans on suing him for defamation, slander, libel, whatever it may be. And you can tell from his expression, he wanted to keep this private. He didn't want anyone to know. He wanted to shock Keemstar. But Becky let it all out.
That's clear defamation, like trying to label someone as a sex. That's clear defamation, like trying to label someone as a sex worker when they're not.
Oh, did you know he wants to sue you?
For what?
She's just, everything's going out there. Okay.
That would be fun.
For harassment.
That would be fun.
Yeah, it's almost like you're making up lies about me right now. I didn't say anything about that publicly. But this fucking whore did. Whore. You're a whore. There's a difference between an OnlyFans girl and you. You don't give a shit about anybody except yourself. You selfish, disgusting, ugly bitch.
After what he does to DSP, that's going to be an
Or
easy
sorry,
win for.
I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm sorry. It wasn't for harassment. He wanted to get you for slander or libel or one of
Oh
those.
my God.
Thanks,
Good luck.
Senator.
Everyone else has tried that too. I'm sorry, you're a public figure, Rich, so you have to meet a standard that's so high in the court of law that will never work.
Well, now that this is out there, Keem, you can't really say that I'm a bad father, say that I'm implicated in a crime by putting keyloggers or alleging that I put keyloggers on the computer. And you can't do like what Kino Casino is doing and say that I'm a pedophile when it's been proven and debunked that I'm not. You can't do any of that, even though Jay did backpedal on it because he's sucking your cock now, too. Fuck him as well. Didn't want this out there. Sure, I'll call Keem. I'll call him a bald retard. See, here's the thing. I'm wearing a hat right now, Keem, but I don't care that I'm bald. My head's sexy.
It will never work. So good luck with that.
He can waste that money that he.
F the haters, or tell Keem and DSP to keep your nuts out their mouth, and Boogie needs to worry about this child bride getting. I'm not going into that. Keep going hard, man. Thank you very much. Hey, Rich, you are a better. So thank you, dude. I do appreciate that. Rich, you're a better and more entertaining YouTuber than these LOLCOW POS. Just be you, man. Keemstar is a bottom barrel. He can't let go of his relevancy, too. He has all the money in the world, but he's doing this because he needs to feed his ego.
He could otherwise be spending on his kid. Yeah. Probably.
Thank you. I told him that because he was telling me this, and I was like, "Why do you want to do that?" And he was like,
"What do I want to do?" I missed that for a second. I don't want to, because now I feel like I'm gonna skip back. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? And now you're gonna tell me to take care of my kids? Holy shit, man. Rebecca, fuck, another one bringing up my fucking kids. Weren't you crying the other day because you couldn't have kids? You want to do that? You want to get that personal with me? You fucking failed female.
like, because he can't stand being called a PDF file. Are we allowed to say this on here? I don't know.
Wait.
Holy shit.
Who said that?
Oh, no.
Rich, a pedophile. Are we allowed to say that on
Who
here?
called him that?
I don't know. He's saying that's what people are calling him in videos. And so I was like, who are you even trying to sue?
And you know what? I don't take that back for her. You want to be an awful human being like this? You didn't deserve to be a mother anyway. The best thing in the world that happened is you not having a kid. Because if you could be like this, you would ruin that kid. Ain't taking that one back.
And he said, Keemstar, everyone, all of them, whatever.
You could say all this stuff about me, and I can't say something back? Fuck you. Yeah, Rebecca, I know you're sad about not having a child, but you know what? It's a good thing that you didn't. You want to bring up my kids and talk about taking care of my kids? I'm not holding back anymore.
Doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, that's
And I was trying to
unhinged.
calm him down, and I said, and this is why I was like, thank you to Boogie, because I was like, why are you doing this? And he's like, well, he doesn't want his kids to grow up thinking that that's who he was.
And at this point, everyone was telling Rich, turn off the stream, get off the internet, you need some help. And LOLCOW Live put this out. Review Tech USA, I know we're in this epic battle right now or whatever, but dude, turn the stream off. This has become a much bigger and bigger L. Stream you're doing right now has made it so much worse. This is embarrassing. Abort now. Love, Keem. Then we have this from 8-Bit Eric. Review Tech USA took the bait from LOLCOW Live and Keemstar so bad. This is legit the worst Felton I've ever seen. Big time meltdown.
Ruin me, Keemstar? I don't get ruined, dude. You hate it that I'm not afraid of you. You hate it that you can't have me dance on your fucking strings.
You're dancing? What the fuck? You're dancing for me right now, Rich. Rich, right now. Literally right now, you're dancing for me. I brought the mistress on. I interviewed her, and you're dancing for me. What is wrong with you? Do you not understand the fucking metaphor or the concept of fucking dancing on strings?
Then in a moment, if this happens, we'll destroy Rich internally, externally, in every single way. Becky Boop is open to going on Kino Casino and DSP's level 1 pre-stream.
Would you do me a favor? Would you think about maybe going on a show called Kino Casino? Because I'm sure those guys would like to have you on. And you know what would be really, really awesome and a viral moment is maybe we could get you on the DSP podcast, the level 1 podcast.
Oh, I don't even know him, but I would do that because I just think it's so fucked up the way Rich is always talking about him. I don't know.
Clip this. Send it to Phil. Clip this and send it to Phil. Becky Boop will go on Dark Side Phil, level 1 podcast.
Phil, you have to do this, Phil. Please.
Then RTU tried to spin narratives versus reality and how he's not losing his mind, as his chat calls him out for losing his mind.
I'm not losing my mind. You got to understand, just because there's a narrative that's out there doesn't mean it's reality. I know no one will get that, and a lot of you just see what you're seeing on, like, and it just seems like something in the narrative that's being pushed, but reality and narratives are two different things.
Then remember when RTU said, I didn't know Becky Boop until 2016, and then asked her afterwards, oh, were you on Plenty of Fish in 2008? Indicating that he didn't know between 2008 and 2016 who Becky Boop was. But now Keemstar is going to play a voicemail where RTU says, I've always found you attractive since 2008.
Like, you need to like, this is literally true. I've found you extremely attractive since 2008 when I first met you on POF.
Okay, well, we just got some new evidence.
Then we have JKB. Someone fixed the thumbnail, ha 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 ha. And remember back at the beginning of the year when RTU declared victory over Jay, and it had Jay's face on the left side, on the right side with a tombstone that said RIP, Jay Hoof's career. Now they reversed it, RTU's face on the left and his tombstone on the right. Then next up, RTU explains how despite he never dated Becky Boop, despite him only hanging out with her 3 times, he wanted her to move in with him, with his kids there, his parents and his ex, and wanted to date her, and declares that she was moving from Korea to the States for him. Now keep in mind as well, earlier, he said Lauren talked him out of it, but now he says he got cold feet about it.
We talked a little bit in 2019. You went to Korea. When you came back and you were supposed to stay here, think, fuck, that didn't happen. I apologize to you. We had a conversation. This doesn't mean anything, but she accepted it, so whatever. I gave you a fucking camera and a switch, which the funny thing shows little things always give me red flags. Now again, she could flip it, Rich. You made me, Rich, I moved from a different country for you, but whatever. But tells always happen.
Now imagine, someone asks you to move to a different country, says you can live with me, you go to that country, and they say, nah, forget it, I don't want to do that. And you got nowhere else to go. What a scumbag move that was. And then the whole topic of the Dropbox came up. And we have Droop Side Face. Rich used a Cyrax argument of, if I did this crime, why wasn't I arrested? As if every single criminal is always arrested for every crime they commit. Rich hacked Jay's computer and his bank account, but good luck getting Leo's on the case. And then this is another rant on the keylog and the Dropbox.
I actually do like streaming, but I'm tired of fucking talking about this, and I did keep my mouth shut about all of these bullshit nonsensical rumors. I never put a keylogger on for anybody. I didn't have fucking child porn in my Dropbox or whatever someone was fucking saying about me. I'm not a fucking pedophile, and I called it out finally after about 8 months. And oh my God, Rich defended himself even though he kept quiet. Our egos, it's time to attack. And that was another reason why I didn't say anything. Not because I didn't want to stir the fucking pot again, because I knew how vicious these assholes are. But fuck you. Fuck you to hell.
Then despite RTU talking about everyone's personal life, whether it be Phil's or Quantum TV or the Quarterin, remember he was talking about his wife cheating on him, going out for pizza, and he got drunk and peed in his basement. He was talking about Quantum TV's marriage. He's talking about all this other stuff. But when it's on him, it's off limits, dude. You can't talk about that, dude. We have Ludwig. I'd be so ashamed if I saw my dad saying this.
It's anybody's business. Hey, Keemstar, do you eat your 20-year-old child wife's asshole? Like, do you stick 2 fingers in her pussy and eat her butthole? Does she ever fart in your mouth and you get fecal matter in there? Oh, it's none of my business? You're a fucking degenerate. Do you come on her face? Bukkake sessions, do you come on her tits? Since we're all putting it out there, you fucking piece of shit. Do you like put 1 in the pink and 2 in the stink or whatever the fuck it is? I ain't playing, man. Fuck these clowns.
Then we have Meowblock. Review Crash Out USA. At this point, he's fully lost his mind. He doesn't know what to do, so he picks up his phone, doesn't say who it is for, and starts leaving this message.
Make sure to watch my stream later. I debunk everything on there. I can't show receipts for obvious reasons, but it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Here's a simple thing. Even if you look, I'm not a speech pathologist or whatever it is. They like detectives do, where they look hanky. I'm talking to you right now. I'm talking to the live stream. Like, just, it's all, you could see, like, it's disingenuous. Like, Keemstar always looks like he's telling the truth because he's just a fucking sociopath. Keemstar could lie to your face and you would never know. He's good at that. Except when he hesitated when I knew that Jay was the source and he said, I'm not giving away my source. I'm sorry, why am I still leaving a voice message for you? You're probably getting annoyed by this. But yeah, it was bullshit what she said. Have a great day. Hopefully you're watching the stream. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, God.
And then people kept asking him, just show the messages. Show what you're saying is true. You can black out the name, black out the numbers, just show some proof. Then it'll all be over. And he refused to do it. And then he went toxic towards his chat as well. Now keep this in mind when he says, I can't show anything, I'm not going to block anything out. Keep that in mind for later.
If I'm blocking the full name because I'm not going to dox her, if I'm blocking her phone number because I'm not going to dox her, if I'm blocking one of her 30 other fucking accounts because she's a psychopath because I'm not going to dox her, then what proof is it? I can't show someone's personal information. I know you're trying. I know you're trying really hard, but it can't happen. Like, Jesus Christ, you idiots. Show my text and calls. Sure, okay, let me dox people and show their fucking phone numbers. That's brilliant. I'm looking at it right now. If you think I'm gonna end up fucking doxing somebody, though, this ain't no Phil bullshit. Right here, Becky Boop. Let's see. This, what day did I, it was Friday that I pulled the plug on my channel. 7 phone calls. Missed FaceTime, so that's 8 calls. 3 more calls, that's 10 calls. Another call, that's 11. That's another FaceTime, that's 12. This is Friday. Oh my God, I'm accidentally calling her, holy fuck. Then when I blocked that number, finally, I didn't want to block her because she says she hates being blocked and that triggers her. Then she called from a fake number 3 times. I blocked that number. This, I'm pretty sure was her, but let's just say it's not. So how many phone calls is that? 13? I called her back like I can't show the screen because it'll show her name and phone number, you idiots. Get the fuck out of here. Don't even try to pull a DSP on me with that shit. Yeah, okay, let me show everyone's first. And you know what'll happen if I show names? Could you imagine I was stupid enough to actually show her phone number and show how many times she called? Are you kidding?
Then RTU declared he will do whatever it takes, even going below the belt, to get back at LOLCOW Live and Keemstar. And it's weird because he balances between, as Darksy says here, the moral high ground and threatening people.
So you know what? You want to go below the belt with me. You want to go into my personal life. You want to do other things because you have a vendetta and it's simply just for content for your show. I'm going to go below the belt too. Deal with more fucking drama on YouTube because you have opinions about people, and you do commentary on public figures. See, that's the thing. Like Keemstar was like, "Oh, slander. We're all public figures. It's a different." But you literally just make up shit just for the sake of making up shit because you don't like somebody. I don't do that. I don't fucking do that. So.
Then Rich, of course, he gaslights and manipulates everyone around him that he can. Rent and liar. Rich the manipulator had his baby mama messaging his side chicks with threats. He told his ex-fiance that these women were extorting him for money. She looks so foolish right now. Then Keem dropped these texts from Lauren, which is his ex-fiance. This is Rich's girlfriend, and I'm letting you know that if you continue your conversations with him, it will be hell for both of you. Remember, this is the girl from earlier, where he said, "Why are you saying well? We may be off and on, but he was just in my bed telling me he loves me and wants me. You are a horrible person and breaking up a family. I hope you're ready for what's going to happen to you. And you're ruining his relationship with his kids because of your selfish actions and trying to get a payday from him." And then I believe this is Becky Boop that she's messaging. "I think you have the wrong idea about me. I don't want anything from him. We are not in any relationship at all." And then this is Lauren. "His kids will miss out on having them in his life if you continue this. They have already missed him enough due to him not being around on a regular basis. And he was getting better. I know he has a screwed up family life too. Things I didn't know when I first met him, and he convinced me what a great guy he was, and how he would always be there, and really wanted kids of his own with me. Now he has virtually abandoned them and constantly cancels on them. This is the type of guy you want. I'm stuck dealing with him because we have 3 kids, and he knows we are great together when we are together. Then when we are not, he gets influenced by others. And because of those are people in his family because they have a weird, unhealthy relationship." So think about that, guys. She's saying, this is Lauren, his baby mama, that Rich has abandoned his kids. And they dropped those texts, and they're talking now about Lauren being gaslit and led and coached by RTU.
Manipulation, right? He's leading her as hard as he can.
He's leading the wife as hard as he can, and
That's not true.
look, I need you to clear this up so I can still make money on the internet.
No, that's not it. You just don't want me to make money on the internet because I fucking hate you and will call you out publicly. Because I don't succumb to you, your ego doesn't want me to exist on a platform that you make money on. I don't give a fuck. Go fuck yourself.
So I can take care of the kids, you know, type of shit. It's like
It does look like that.
it looks like that.
And that's the thing. He wants to, any kind of evidence that I have, he wants to put doubt into it. So it's like, nah, my narrative's right. I don't like this guy. I'm going to make sure he's done.
And then how does RTU end the stream? Well, exactly like this.
And here I am, saying to all of them, from the bottom of my heart, go fuck themselves. Every single one of them. Open up another fucking Craigslist ad is what you're best at anyway, you fucking bitch. Anyway, guys, this is Rich of Review Tech. No, I'm not. This is Rich of whatever the fuck I am. Have a great evening. This is a family-friendly stream. I don't give a fuck about the look. I give a fuck about the reality. And the reality is not what that bitch or those other assholes said. Fuck them for giving a lying bitch a platform. And fuck them for just being... Well, Keemstar is part of it. And the other two... No, they're all... Fuck them all. I'm not even giving anyone a pass with anything. Have a good night, Hacky Smack. I'm out of here. Glad we had this family-friendly stream. And, I'm going gay. That's it. That's it. I'm going gay. Have a good night.
Then a day later, after he sees Jay streaming, he starts this stream saying, I'm about to drop a nuke. And RTU was cocky over this because he had something in his back pocket. Something that would clear his name, in his mind at least. And he says he will prevail like a motherfucker.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna prevail like a motherfucker. That's the thing. I'm not gonna just like spurg out, cry, and quit. See, again, I told some people so they know I'm actually saying valid reasons here. I won't name what it is, like I said before, but there are many reasons that I took down Review Tech US.
And then on Jay's stream, he revealed when RTU's daughter went to the hospital, he was checked out from the channel, he was checked out from everything. So Jay stepped up, not just on the YouTube channel though. Apparently, the ex that we talked about earlier, Lauren, messaged Jay to thank him for all the help with his family. That is right, Jay was helping his family and his YouTube channel. Then, incredibly, they called each other on each other's streams and they were yelling back and forth. And RTU was asked why he decided to do all that stuff to Jay after he helped him. And RTU responded with, because I didn't give a fuck about the friendship. And then Jay kept saying, I've seen the posts, I've seen all the stuff you say to women, to do to women, blah blah blah. And then Jay asked RTU, did you cheat on the mother of your kids? And RTU said, not when I was with her. What kind of answer is that? Then of course, what does RTU do? Starts attacking Jay, and for the second time, he threatens to go after Jay's employers to try and get him fired.
At all. Hey, Jay, I bet your future employers in your exciting movie career would love to know that if you have a fallout with someone you're working with, you'll do whatever in your power that you could do to ruin them.
Then, of course, the attack on Jay did not end there. Because he believes he can win against Jay. He believes he can turn the tides and everyone will love him again. So what does he do? Another rant on Jay.
Jay, I'm gonna say it, and since you have no fucking class and you're a degenerate just like your father who you hated, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You were pissed off because the fucking easy work went away and Jay the sideshow had to be on his own. That's what really pissed you off, because even that first Facebook message didn't even say your name. It could have just been conjecture, and it was on a personal page, and it may be a handful of people saw it, but your fucking ego was bruised. Your fucking ego, and you made it into a pity campaign, and you made bank off of it that you still have stupid brain-dead fucking simps that buy every word you have, because you love your community. You don't love them, you gaslight them. You're a fucking narcissist. That's what you do. And you have no class that you'll go through DMs and be like, I'm good. Hey, Rich said the truth about me. My ego's bruised. Go suck Keemstar and Kino's cock. You think I'm gonna sit here and fucking hide from this shit? Fuck you and fuck all these opportunistic, soulless degenerates. There's your boy. Go into Hollywood and make sure what's going to happen. You're going to fall out with someone that you're working with and leak their DMs? Go get another fucking Zelda tattoo. We don't know enough that you play video games, you fucking loser.
Then Jay clapped back and said, you're the one that asked for information on everyone else. And RTU denied it. And then 8-Bit Eric brought this up on Twitter.
Whoever has stuff on any of these assholes, if you don't mind, no one is required to do anything. It'll just be appreciated. By all means, post it here. You could DM it to me if you're not comfortable. I understand that as well. I'm not holding back anymore. The ship is sinking, and man, I'm going to stir up everything while it's sinking. Oh, someone, would you mind? I mean, that's me being a fat, lazy fuck. I could do it myself. Go to Kiwi Farms. If someone could send me a link to that, that would be fantastic. I am going to make, on YouTube, not outside of YouTube. I just need to keep saying that because everyone on Twitter thinks I'm going to go bridge diving tonight. I am going to make his life on YouTube a living hell. Just by watching him and roasting the shit out of him. I refrained from doing it because I didn't want what happened on Twitter today to happen. Little late for that now, though. Hi, Eric. You're going to wish that you never, ever did what you did. All the fucking... me holding back and trying to have rapport is now out the window.
Then you ready for the big nuke that he's gonna drop? He showed off the text messages where he gaslit Becky Boop and made her feel bad about going on LOLCOW Live. That is right, he showed off text messages and calls from Becky. The thing that he said he refused to do. But again, rich today, rich tomorrow. We had a surprise in this though, as Keemstar would call in. And Rich would lose his mind even more.
Rich, let's actually fix this moving forward.
Sure. That is the deal. You keep my name out of your mouth and I will stop with you. And the thing is, when stuff like this comes out that looks awful and I have receipts to back up that it's not happening, here we are. I don't want to deal with this. I have so much shit going on in my real life that I'm not going to go into, but
what you just said was so general. I don't even know what you're referring to. But if like I'm sure on this stream you probably said something that I have to respond to. You probably said that I'm manipulating this girl or something, right? I don't know what you said earlier on the stream.
I read exactly what she said. You could go watch that.
Okay. But you probably said something on this stream that I'm going to have to respond to because it's false about me, right? And then let's end it after that. All right? Don't make another response and make another false allegation on me. How about that? You know?
All right, Keem. Let's make a deal right there. Okay? If the final stream of you talking about me is truly the final stream, you could say I was nude paragliding over my mall that's local to me and took a shit right on top of Best Buy. If that is the final one that you have, great. How about that?
Well, I can promise you this. I'm going to react to whatever was said here. And as long as you don't keep, making crazy claims about me, we're probably going to move on to a different story. But keep in mind, Rich, right? If a new scandal comes up, I'm going to talk about it. Just like if there was a scandal about me, you're going to talk about it on your stream, right?
I don't make up scandals, though.
But I think this back and forth stuff we can give it a rest, don't you think?
If you want to rest it, you're the one who said you wanted to ruin me. It's as if you're talking about clips, you actually said it, so.
All right. Well, I don't remember saying that, but I definitely said that sarcastically. Because remember, this started with you saying, in my entire career, all I do is ruin people, which I was like, I am what you say I am, Like, okay, Rich.
Okay. All right, then.
Let me just, before we go, just understand this. I'm not interested in ruining you, right? I'm interested in making content. I'm interested in defending myself when someone's saying false allegations about me online, right?
That one.
My show is probably over on LOLCOW Live. That fan base is probably sick of me talking about Rich at this point, right? So let's just fucking end it and start fucking changing, Rich. Start listening to the criticism and start changing your content. You know, like listen to fucking people that actually know what's going on, that are giving you advice. Like me, for example. I said, here's 2 easy things you could do right away to help your career. 1, stop hitting the applause button, find a different sound or something. And then 2, stop talking about DSP. Like those are 2 little things that you could change instantly that would improve your show immensely.
There's plenty to talk about Phil with this evening, but okay. That's, you know what? Yes, I'll diversify, and then eventually I'll turn, because Phil will do something incredibly stupid again. But anyway.
Yeah, and when that happens, when it's a big DSP thing, sure, cover it. But the issue is you cover him so much that now you can't cry that LOLCOW Live is covering you nonstop.
No, that's not the same thing. You going into my personal shit is not the same thing as me talking about Phil because he wants to dress up like the fucking Cookie Monster. It's not the same thing, Daniel.
I know, but Rich, we've already talked about this. I had to prove the source of the video because you accused me of hacking your phone.
If I said that's one thing I'll say. If I said that you hacked the phone, that was a derp on my end. I should have said that it was, but it was. I got a 6-digit code from Nevada, and I was also had people trying to get into my Twitter, which I have to shut that fucking back down again. I just went on there to post. I would love to permanently shut it down, but there's some reason I have to go into fucking DMs every now and again. But all right, man.
Here's the thing. Like, you know, you're passionate about something and you're somewhat talking some sense, and then you take edibles or something, and then you go in La La Land. Because I think when you go back and look at Keem's hacking my phone, when you see that clip for yourself, you're gonna be like, why did I do that? Probably because you're fucking on edibles or some shit.
Okay.
You just gotta bring it back a little bit. Think a little bit more. Strategize a little bit more. And entertain the people, bro.
I'm a pretty entertaining guy. Okay. I will heed these words. Thank you.
See ya.
See ya. I hate the good guy, Keem, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
And then right after that, he mashed the applause button because Keemstar hates it, went shirtless, flexed his breast, and challenged Keemstar. And then if you're wondering about the whole accusing Keemstar of hacking into his phone, you know, just like he accused Kino Casino of hacking into his Dropbox, I do have the clips here, in order, with the timestamps. Enjoy.
Imagine admitting live on stream that you broke into my accounts. All I know is that he's like, you didn't have, and he just admits it, you didn't have in your pictures. Well, Keem, who went through my pictures, dude, on my phone? You didn't tell me you didn't have pictures on your... How the fuck did you get into my phone, or how did someone else get into my phone? You think I'm going to apologize for you digging through my phone? And dude, if there is a video of me out there who fucking... They broke into my phone and got a video of me sending like a dick pic to who, it doesn't matter. You broke into my phone to get a dick pic. That's it. The end.
Then RTU put out this tweet. I'm just taking money out of savings and focusing on my kids and myself until the new year. Every day, some new in real life disaster comes up, and I'm just worn thin. And the last thing I need right now is to deal with drama from live streaming. I wish life would give me 1 week of peace. Now, a few things out of this. 1, what happened to all the money you got loans for? You know, the money you put into your music biz? I guess that didn't work out. 2, he's just now spending money on his kids. As we saw from the text messages before, he abandoned them. But now, he wants to focus on them until the new year. Which brings me up to my third point. It says, focus on my kids and myself until the new year. So does that imply that after the new year, you're not going to focus on your kids anymore? Then we have Ragnarok. Review Tech USA's downfall should be studied as a science project. Dude calls out grifters on a daily basis for years, yet those grifters have been banking on him this year. Based on my observation, only Rich and Phil can make talentless grifters look good. And that's where we're at right now. I'm sure there'll be something that comes up. We're a few days away from the American election. I'm sure he'll be back to stream about that. If you guys like that, click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe. Subscribe to my other channels on the details of the end cards. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.